Hello, everybody. This is Fred Quinones from qtheexperts at eXp Realty. As you know, 2020 and the beginning of 2021 has, for some people, been a pretty difficult road. I think every single one of us on this planet have been impacted some way or another by the course of events that happened, obviously, with, the coronavirus. There's been a lot of impact, on our economy, on emotions, on personal feelings, family, etc., right? And I just wanted to have a real conversation with all those people who are potentially going through some difficulty and are currently homeowners at this moment. Obviously my heart and my wife's heart go out to all of you. We completely understand that things may be difficult, and we wanted to just provide a little bit of information that might be useful for you to consider right now at this particular time. So obviously we all know that there's a moratorium, and we're not quite sure yet when that moratorium will end. And some people have had the opportunity to not potentially pay some of their mortgage payments for some time. And as the moratorium continues to go along, what people find is, it's given them the opportunity, of course, to be able to stay in their home that they've raised their family, that you've had the opportunity to live in, you've worked hard for, right? But at the end of the moratorium, what you might find if you're in this particular circumstance is that the banks may inevitably come to knock at the door, no pun intended, to potentially go through the steps of, foreclosure. And if you're in this particular example, which I'm hoping that nobody is, of course, but the reality is that we are in this situation. So that's why I'm coming from a place of empathy and want to see if I can help. It would be worth talking to someone like myself or Nicole in this circumstance, because think about it in this respect. Currently, right now, we are in a very heavy seller's market. And with this seller's market, there's a lot of buyers out there who are wanting to purchase homes, and the interest rates are as low as they've ever been, right? And right now, you as a homeowner, even though you're going through some difficulty, could find yourself in a situation where houses are going for above list price. So if you have equity that's built into your home, let's just say, for example, your current house right now, if it was listed, could be, let's just say $300,000 for an example. And you only owe, let's say $100,000. So right now in your home, you have $200,000 built into your property. That is money after commissions and after taxes and after closing costs and all that will net you, let's just say, for argument's sake, just throwing numbers out there, let's just say $180,000, let's just say. And now with the market being the way it is, a $300,000 home could potentially end up selling for $310,000, $320,000, $330,000, even more in some instances, depending upon how the house is priced and, the condition of the home. And if it's a home that's priced properly, is desirable in, the right box for somebody who's looking to purchase, you may potentially have, with the aid of myself and Nicole, the opportunity to market that property properly and be able to get somebody under contract fairly quickly to purchase your home. Now, what does that do for you if you're in this certain circumstance? It allows you to have the chance to breathe, because if, for example, the moratorium is to be lifted and you are in a position where you have fallen behind, would you rather be able to honestly take the equity that you could have gotten at a market that is really high right now, and that you can get the maximum amount of dollars for the sale of your home, let's just say above list price, or find yourself in a situation that after moratorium is lifted and the regulations are changed, that you would end up potentially going and losing the home that you worked so hard for and the equity that you built up in your house, all because of not seeing this angle. Now, I understand that something like this might not be a comfortable conversation, but take it from me that if you wanted to have an honest and true discussion about this, I'd be more than happy to do it without placing any judgment. This is a very sensitive topic, and it's something that many people may stray away from. But if you are open to thinking about something like this, and you are in a position where you might be one of the people that I'm discussing about today, by all means, do not hesitate to reach out to myself, Fred Quinones, or Nicole Quinones, and we can walk you through different angles, different conversations, have some real discussions about, what this means to you after the moratorium is lifted, or if you want to consider maybe placing your home, for sale, because we care about people and we want to see nothing but the best for you and your families. So if you do find yourself in a situation like this where you're kind of falling behind, you're not quite sure what the future is going to bring for you, know that right now might be a silver lining for yourself. Even though we've had a difficult year, it could be a great turnaround for you and a way for you to still be able to walk away with a lot of equity, a lot of funds available for yourself. And sometimes people do need to take a step back to take 50 steps forward, right? It's often said. So we're coming from a place of empathy. We're coming from a place that we want to help. And if you do find yourself in this circumstance and you do want to find out a little bit more, do not hesitate to call us. We're here for you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Know that you're not alone, and we look forward to talking to you. So from Fred Quinones and Nicole Quinones from Q the Experts at eXp Realty, we hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.